I grew up not a mile from the Katy Trail, a 239-mile gravel trail that stretches across a good portion of Missouri. I had ridden and run on parts, but always had the goal since I was a kid of biking the entire thing. After getting laid off a couple of months before this, I waited for the weather to cool a little bit and knew that it was now or never. I didn't want to be completely alone, however, so I brought along Stella, my dog. She loves to run alongside me as I bike, but with this being such a long trip, she needed a way to rest. I bought a dog trailer off of Facebook Marketplace, big enough for her and for her supplies. During our test rides, she seemed to tolerate it well enough, but getting her to get in on her own was a bit of a challenge.
I know you don't like it, but you will die if you try to run the whole way. She's running away from me right now. Where are you going? Where are you going? You going home? Home's this way. Up. Stella.
My husband dropped us off in Clinton, Missouri on Sunday and could do nothing but watch as we sailed off into the unknown. We took it slow on day one with a total of 38 miles, letting Stella run when she wanted and then pulling an extra 90 pounds behind me when I made her rest.
Okay, explain to me why it looks like a literal bear has attacked this bench. I don't know if this is where we want to be resting. How many miles have you run today, Stella? She's run 6 miles. She likes it a lot better than she likes her trailer, but it's time to rest.
It was pretty quiet on the trail, but we did encounter a little bit of wildlife.
Our first big wild animal. Oh, scared. Ran away. Definitely just ran over a snake. Didn't see it until it was too late.
When going west to east on the trail, the first couple of days are the hardest because there are stretches of uphill. On day one, I found myself repeatedly hopping off my bike just to walk.
Made it to the high point. I cannot lie. I just walked that last 5 minutes and I'm still out of breath. Whew. Time to hop back on and do this thing. We just met the nicest old man, Gordon. And he gave me a piece of paper with his story about why he's biking. And he was asking me all about my pet trailer. And it was just wholesome and adorable. And he was so friendly. Got about 1.7 miles to Sedalia, where we're stopping for the night, which is great because my thighs feel like they're going to detach from my body at any second. She just jumped in the lake and oh no. The scene of the crime.
We just made it to our Airbnb for the night, and I can do nothing except for this. I have no legs. They're gone. I'm not the only one who needs to take a second on the floor, though. Hey, Smiley. I was too tired to bike mostly uphill, like the mile to get to center of town. So I walked to the Casey's that's just like 4 blocks up the road, and I bought too much food, but it's so delicious. We are in bed and we are going to sleep so well. Setting my alarm for 10 hours from now. After questioning my life choices, taking an ibuprofen and sleeping for 10 hours at our Airbnb in Sedalia, Stella and I headed off for day 2. Thankfully, the shortest day at 35 miles.
She's not tired of running yet. She did just have a 6-mile break, but now she's ready to go. I always said she couldn't do a 10K. Now it was broken up, but she did it, and she lived to tell the tale. I think her brain's hanging out of her mouth, but besides that, she's gonna sleep good tonight.
We made it with so much time. It's only 2:45 and we're at our hotel. And I'm propping up my legs. They don't hurt as bad as they did yesterday, but my wrists, no, my palms hurt. I think I'm getting blisters there. I have so much time to get ready for tomorrow, have a nice dinner, take a nap, maybe. We've been doing nothing all evening, and now it's 8 o'clock and time for bed. Hoping to get out by 7:15 tomorrow because it's our longest day. There's a town about 13 miles away that has a little breakfast restaurant right off the trail. So I think we're gonna try to hit that. I think tomorrow I need to listen to my audiobook. I've been listening to music a little bit the past couple of days, but I need a change.
We did end up stopping for breakfast in Rocheport at the cutest little restaurant where half of the customers were locals and the other half were bikers. This helped break up our 51-mile day and gave us the fuel we needed for a long day on the trail. I feel like we're playing the Oregon Trail right now, and we've reached an impasse. We made it. I promise that by day 3, Stella was so tired that she started jumping into her trailer on her own, but I tried to get a video to prove it, and this happened instead. I did listen to Tom Lake most of the day, which was so good and helped the time pass when I started to feel exhausted, because boy, were we exhausted. We've gone about 23 miles, which means we're almost halfway. And I honestly wish we were a little bit further than that. Right now my backpack's just feeling very heavy and my bum is sore. Tell me why this looks like a Windows screensaver out there. The thing about staying in Jeff City for the night is once you get to the trailhead, you actually have to bike a few more miles across a bridge into town. Thankfully, our Airbnb was right off the river because I don't think I could have made it a mile further than I had to go. This dog is so tired that she now demands her water in the trailer. This is the biggest boy we've seen yet. He's got to be like 3 feet. I splurged tonight. Much too tired to walk to get to a restaurant, so I Uber Eats'd a Cajun shrimp pasta with a side of broccoli, and I got Cajun chicken pasta, and then I assume that since I didn't get my shrimp and they put chicken on it instead, I got salmon and rice. Like, I ordered the broccoli, but I didn't order any of this. How am I gonna eat this all? On day 4, we had another 47 miles to get to our next destination. I was starting to get worried about how tired Stella was, so I did ask my dad if he'd be willing to pick her up that evening.
I'm ready to go. And guess who's still in bed? Oh, look at that pretty angel. Hi, Waggers. Good morning. You ready for a day of adventure? It's your last day. I'm dropping you off tonight.
About 10 miles left today, and today is Stella's last day. She is too exhausted to go on at this point. Just taking a bum break, as I call it. I just finished Tom Lake, the novel by Ann Patchett. The first of her novels that I have read. I absolutely loved it. I listened to about 9 hours between today and yesterday's bike ride, and I wanted to cry, but I had to preserve water. It was just so good. We are 5 miles out from our ending point today. With Stella gone, I knew I would be able to travel much faster. My day 5 goal was to go about 60 miles to St. Charles, which is the second to last trailhead. For the first 4 days, I saw the same people, usually only once as they were passing me. With my increased speed on day 5, I actually saw them over and over again at the trailheads along the way. And the first time I saw them, they asked where Stella was. At most of the trailheads, I'd been taking pictures of Stella, but I had to resort to selfies to track my progress, which were admittedly not as cute. I had to Photoshop Stella into this one because her spirit was still there, and she did come visit me as I got close to my final destination. All in all, I rode about 230 miles in 5 days. The first day humbled me as it was so much harder than I thought it was going to be. By the end though, I got used to the pain and I actually started feeling physically and a little bit mentally stronger. It was an incredible experience, and I am so thankful to have had the time to spend that time in nature, to meet new people, and to complete an adventure that I have been dreaming of since childhood. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.